Anybody there? Hi there, how you doing? Horror Breakdown. Okay, I'm not going to even try to pronounce that name. TSW Wushman. Yeah, you can't hear me? I have one person that's saying they cannot hear me. Okay, now you can. Okay. So before I was cut off. So I apologize if you folks were part of the live stream earlier. The good thing about being over here in this position, the refrigerator is right there. Whack. Germany is watching me. I love Germany. Mikey, thank you so much. For you folks who are just here, I apologize. I was on a live chat, I don't know, about 20 minutes ago, and it got cut off. When you live in a rural area, the internet really sucks and is inconsistent. I mean, so much as a fart happens, the internet goes down. So I do apologize for those folks who were just on my live stream and we were just cut off. I'm going to put my old man glasses on. I've been on medical appointments all day long. Just mailed your merch yesterday. Thank you so much, Mikey. And Mikey, as I promised, I will check out what you asked me to look at. Definitely will. Just been busy with doctor's appointments. Getting ready to go back to work, basically. One day we'll free German from Muslims altogether. So, just thought I'd do some silver porn right here. Just a little bit of some silver porno. Stack of 20 right there. I love my silver. Silver is in a all-time low. I don't want people to freak out over the price fall of silver. What I want you to do, and Silver Stranger, again, this goes out to you. I apologize. My live feed the internet just went off. It went kaboop. So while I was waiting for the internet to go back up, I just had lunch. So Silver Stranger, if you can pass the word around, I do apologize. So I don't want anybody to freak out on when the price of silver falls. Do not take it in the stride of negativity. We're here not to trade this tomorrow or next week. We're here to hold this for many years to come. When the price falls, as it did, it's in the 14s. It's just a buying opportunity. If you can afford to, I would definitely recommend buying. It is a time to buy. That's right. If you can buy it now at 14, think about this. You buy it now at 14 and change, and a week from now it goes back up to the 16s and change where it was. You'll made a profit. So definitely load the boat if you can, whenever you can. I buy for my pension also, Germany. I definitely buy for my pension as well. I don't buy for tomorrow. I don't worry about what the price is tomorrow. I don't care. But what we're doing is we're saving for our future, not saving for tomorrow. The price is Silver Stranger ready to go back up. I agree. So you might as well get it right now at 14 and maybe make a couple of bucks on the way up. And as Mikey says, the price, this is on sale right now. Look at that. For those people who do not know what bar to get, by far my favorite is the Sunshine Minting Company. By far my favorite bar. Just like the stock markets. Buy low, sell high whenever you can, if you have to sell. So don't take this in the side of negativity. So I'm wondering what you all would like to talk about. Give me some topics. Yes, Naomi, I apologize. Living in this rural area, the internet, so much as a leaf drops, the internet gets cut off. So in the future, let's just say this. In the future, if you're a part of my live streams and the internet cuts off, no, it was not me. No, it was the internet cut me off. In these rural areas, when you live in the mountains like I do, the internet can cut off at any time for so much as the wind blowing. So in the future, if you folks get cut off by me, just know that it was the internet. It was the internet, and that's pass that word around if it ever happens again. Yeah, and I waited. Actually, yeah, James, I waited for the internet to come back up. The only thing I could do is eat a lunch. I had a lunch. I made some stir fry. I have a wok. I made me some stir fry, and I had some good stir fry, just as good as what you'd find in any Chinese restaurant. For bars, we have to pay an extra tax. That sucks, man. Look at this. Look at this. This is just the 5-ounce bar. Look at that. Isn't that thing just gorgeous? Sunshine Mint, my favorite all-time bar. Tom Elms, thank you so much for stopping by. You're from Arizona also. Thank you. I'm up in the White Mountains. So, I love the bars because there's something about when you have like 4 or 5 bars stacked on top of each other, it looks just badass. Even 10 or 20 bars stacked on top of each other, it really looks badass and you're safe. And to me, I do a lot of repeating. It's better than any savings account. Better than any savings account. You could feel it. You could take it out. You can touch it without sounding perverted. I mean, it's a true statement. You know, this one's in a. Not all my coins are in coin holders like this, but this one is. Yeah, it's a nice bar. That's a 5-ounce, and the 10-ounce looks just like it. It's just bigger. Thank you so much, Floyd. I appreciate it. I was just wondering what everybody would like to talk about today. I'm kind of over the whole Alex Jones. I'm over the old censorship. And matter of fact, there must be some algorithms because I so much as mention the word Alex and my video gets demonetized. It's amazing. So my last video, I just mentioned him, and in the video I didn't say anything. So I think the algorithms are able to detect what you're saying as well as the titles of your videos and whatnot. So, you know, in our last video we talked about cryptos. A lot of people are still negative on cryptocurrencies, and you know. People are naturally, and I understand, skeptical, a little nervous, leery about anything new. People tend to like comfort, and comfort is something that they wear all the time. They have around with them. They're accustomed to it. So, you know, it is what it is. I'm trying to tell everybody that perhaps they should try a few cryptos, you know, maybe a couple of bucks. You know, you can get DIGIBYTE for 2.5 cents per DIGIBYTE. I mean, $1. If you invest $1 to $5, you got a bunch of DIGIBYTE. And yeah, definitely a Ray S. Ray S, I also wanted to apologize to you, Girl OG. I wanted to apologize to you. The internet got kicked me off before. And I apologize. In the future, if that happens, no, it's not me. It's not intentional. No, it's just my internet connection up here in the mountains here in the White Mountains. So I won't say it won't happen again. How do you buy DIGIBYTE? That's a good question. It's a little convoluted, I'll admit. You got to download Coinbase. Actually, you don't have to download Coinbase. You just got to register at Coinbase. And what you do is you buy one of the other coins. You buy either a Bitcoin, you buy either a LITECOin, you buy either Ethereum, and then you transfer it over to an exchange to exchange it for one of your altcoins. One of the altcoins being DIGIBYTE. So basically for me, it's Exodus and Coinbase. Yes, Andrew, I do own a DIGIBYTE wallet. As a matter of fact, if you want to help a brother out, there's a link below in this video. But yeah, you'll need Coinbase. And in that, with Coinbase, you're able to buy through your bank account one of the 4 coins. Then you would send that coin to your wallet of your choice. I recommend at this point in time, as a beginner, Exodus, as a beginner. From there, with Exodus, you can take that coin that you just transferred, and then you can transfer it for DIGIBYTE. Or any other coin that you deem that you want. And if you wanted to cash out a DIGIBYTE, you just transfer it back to your Coinbase and then sell. Boom, goes right back into your... Do you think Hillary will go to jail? No, I don't. I think there's the slave masters and then there's us. They cannot give us the illusion that they've ever done us wrong. They will let her go scot-free. Bottom line, they'll let her go. Elite do not pay the consequences of law. No one is going to jail. That is my opinion. No one of importance. When you're in the club, you don't go to jail. Only people who are not in the club go to jail. That's just the way it is. They can't even give you the illusion, even if they wanted to throw Hillary in jail, they can't even give us the people the illusion that we were done wrong. That will just ruin the entire trust foundation that the government is founded on. Therefore, it will be as though nothing was ever done. She might go away in one way or another, but they will never publicly admit anything. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. And here's your news. Channel 4. Speaking of news, it's amazing how all the news stations are always repeating the same thing. You can have news stations in 50 different states, 200 different cities, and they're always utilizing the same verbiage, the same script. How is it that 200, 300, 400 news stations are saying the same verbiage to describe a situation? That tells me they're getting the script from one source, one or two sources, and then they're all reading it. I don't even trust the news anymore. I mean, there are news outlets that I trust more than others, but on the whole, I do not even trust the news anymore. No, I'm not going to mention what news outlets I think are a little bit more credible than others, because it just, nonetheless, it always just gets into an argument about whose dick is bigger, you know? And I apologize about saying that, but that's what it is. Now, everybody's got to put down somebody else. If I'm telling you a news outlet, in my opinion, seems to be more closer to reality, more closer to the truth, it gets some people a diaper rash. It really literally gives them a diaper rash because you insulted something of theirs. You insulted their news sources. If I can say my handgun is better than your handgun immediately, and men are notorious for this. They get a freaking diaper rash. Oh, it's not better than mine. Shoots it shoots a foot more a second. And that's how some men are. You know, it's ridiculous. So yes, there are one or two news outlets that are more closer to the truth than others. Bottom line, you'll have to figure that one out for yourself. Haven't seen TV for 10 years. TV, the people, the worst enemy. Yeah, I think pretty much the television program. They don't call it programming for nothing, because it really does program people. It programs people on the styles, what clothes to wear, the style that are in. You can sew together a couple of pieces of dog crap, and then the news tells you this is what's in. People will buy it. Honest to God. Remember the green, those awful orange colored from the 70s, the greens, the orange carpets, the golds. Remember that? Were they really that good looking? No, people bought them. Their appliances were avocado green and orange and golds and stuff like that. Come on. Today they look back at that. Set you a theme on Google Handouts. Let's talk BTC. Bitcoin, to address your invitation, I do not know how to do a live stream where two people are on the same screen. And until I can figure that out, or if you already have that figured out, you'll need to let me know. There's also a little bit about the logistics of our interview that need to be discussed. But I would definitely love to help you out in any way, shape that I can. Do you follow James Yeager on YouTube for firearms? You know, I like James Yeager. He's all right. There's nothing wrong with him. Big guy, bald guy from what I recall, or close to bald. Yeah, he's okay. I mean, there's a lot of people out there, a lot of good resources out there for prepping. I love prepping. A lot of the stuff around me is part of my prepping tools. Everything from skills. I mean, prepping is not just about stacking a bunch of silver, stacking a bunch of gold, stacking or stocking up on guns and ammo and food. It's just 1/3. 1/3 of prepping is a little silver, guns and ammo and food. The rest is what you have up here, the skill sets that you have to make it through a shit hit the fan situation. I'm just showing a little bit of silver porn. I mean, for me, I know how to fix all kinds of vehicles. I know how to fix some firearms. I can do some light repairs on the home. I'm not an electrical person. I also can cook. I can cook the hell out of pretty much anything that used to have a heartbeat. And I can make it really tasty. I really can. But, learn some skills. One person asked, what's my advice? It's more than stacking up on food and tools and everything. But it's your skill set, what you can do, with what you acquired and saved up. It's the knowledge and everything. It's learning how to bake a loaf of bread. Unfortunately, a lot of men don't want to hear that. But if you're a single guy, and you got flour in your preps, what else are you going to do with your flour? You got to learn to utilize what you're storing up. So I learned how to bake bread. I can make some of the best tasting cinnamon rolls that money can buy. I could pretty much do anything in the kitchen, and outside I can do construction. So the only problem with Bitcoin, it goes in and it goes down. Your Bitcoin goes down. You can't hold it. By Tom Elms. Tom Elms, thank you so much for being in the room. Red Beards Corners, thank you so much. Reed Hendricks is way better than James Rager, he says. I've looked at some Reed Hendricks as well. He's in very close. He's in pretty close corners. He's with the Patriot Nurse, or I think it's the Patriot Nurse. They're both, I think, either boyfriend and girlfriend or exes, but they're still very good friends nonetheless. Yeah, so Hendricks, Reed Hendricks is pretty good as well, if you folks want to learn about guns. Okay. Bitcoin how to gmail.com, email me. Bitcoin how to gmail.com. How low can they knock gold and silver down before layoffs from miners? That's a question that's above my intellect. I don't think we'll ever see that. Now, there have been a couple of mine closures, by the way. But other than that, I don't think silver and gold are going to be knocked too far down. TV with a radio, record player, and stereo all in one. Bitcoin is still a fiat currency. Are you nuts, people? Hitchcock 45, yes. I like Hitchcock 45. And he's you ever watch him shoot? I mean, literally sit and watch some of the targets he's shooting at, and he doesn't miss. I mean, the distance with a handgun, he'll shoot with a handgun, 200-yard shot and hit it. It blows my mind with a freaking handgun. And I'm not talking some huge target. I'm talking targets about the size of humans. It's amazing. Watch the best self-defense for preppers. Blending in, Michael Epifano, blending in. Big Red, Boy Scout oath, be prepared. Absolutely. Absolutely. Try again. What is your gut feeling when the big collapse is coming? I don't know. What do you mean, try again? Are you talking about to me? You need to make a baking bread video. You know, I've made a couple of cooking videos, Mikey, and not many people are interested in them. I'll get, a couple of thousand views on silver, a couple of thousand views when I do a gun video. But I so much as do any kind of cooking video or even a bread baking video, and I get maybe 200-300 views. So I don't want to waste people's time if the consensus is not, if the majority doesn't want to see it. But yeah, I enjoy doing those types of videos, the how-to cooking videos or simple recipe videos. I would love to do. Thank you, William Shepard. I would love to do how to make real Chinese food in a wok. I mean, I just last night, wife and I together, team effort, made fried rice. I mean, came out just like, if not better than most Chinese restaurants I've ever been to. And it was, but people just don't want to hear about it. They want to hear about, unfortunately, the doom and gloom, the guns and the silver. But they need to, in my opinion, learn other skill sets. I have in the back room, 300 pounds of wheat, just wheat berries. I would love to do a video, pull out my grinder, grind the wheat berries into flour, show how to do that, then show how to make a loaf of bread. But unfortunately, I don't think a lot of people are really interested or there yet as far as prepping. I don't think a lot of people are just not into prepping that much yet. They will be. They will be. Silver Baggins, didn't mean to cut anybody off earlier, but my internet went down. Greetings from Mexico. Thank you so much for to view us here in this room. Blue Man Chicago, we are all going to die no matter what. Be close to Christ. Hello from Tombstone. Thank you again, Kevin Jones. Appreciate it. Hope the weather down there is doing well. Only 12 likes. Yeah, if everybody can just hit that like button, I really would appreciate it. If there's something else you want to talk about, let me know. Right now, I'm just going through, some of the comments, as I like to do. Dave Ramsey advises not to buy gold. He says he prefers fiat currency. I think he is wrong on this. Dave Ramsey, for you guys who do not know who Dave Ramsey is, he's that guy who's always preaching get out of debt. Always preaching, spend your money wisely. But you could tell the true people when they convince you to buy paper investments, worthless paper, it's just a television show to make him some money, is the bottom line. My advice is precious metals. And yes, you can diversify with a 401k account and diversify into some stocks and bonds. There's nothing wrong with it. But for me, the pinnacle is precious metals. Everything else is everything else. I do diversify in a 401k. I would diversify, yes, in cryptocurrency. I would diversify in some decent stocks and bonds. But the bulk The bulk of my investments is precious metals. Because they cannot crash to zero. I'm sorry. Gold and silver cannot crash to zero. The dollar can. Your 401k can. Stocks and bonds can. But not gold and silver. So why would you put anything else above the priority of silver and gold? Doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, everybody, pretend the like button is George Soros's face, and hit the like button for me, would you? And leave a comment below after this video uploads, because right now the video's live, and it doesn't actually upload until I end the video. We're drowning our silver now. I heard the cowboys used to keep a Morgan dollar in their water to keep it drinkable. The cowboys. I don't know about that. I mean, it's possible. Such is, yes. Such00 is a great prepper. He's another good YouTube channel. All those YouTube channels. The Hendrix. Yeah, tell him that I sent you guys there. Go and visit Such. Go and visit Hendrix. Go and visit Jaeger. Let them know I sent you. Who knows? They might give me a shout out, which I would love, because those are the big dogs. I love a good basic bread recipe video for Shit Hit the Fan. Okay, one day I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Preparing your soul with Christ is more important than preparing to save your ass. Blue Man Chicago, I want to address that. I don't normally get all biblical or anything, because talking politics and talking religion just pisses people off. I agree with that comment, preparing with your soul with Christ, but also in the Bible it does say prepare. Prepare with wheat. Doesn't it? Didn't it prepare? Doesn't it say also be wise and prepare? Just don't rely on him. I mean, you have to rely on him, but it also says you need to prep, basically. What was it? Where they had to put they had to store all the wheat and everything. The Egyptians made them store the wheat because there was going to be a year or two without any crops. And that was the word of God. God was warning them. I don't recall it. It's been a while since I read the Bible. But I don't think God or Christ likes somebody who sits on their ass and does nothing, I guess what I really would like to say. $50K new subscribers, Coinbase Daily. Crypto is ready to explode. Buy new, some cheap crypto. Thank you, Floyd. Yeah, when I mention the word cryptos, it gets people angry with me. But you know what? When I used to talk about this, people used to get angry with me when I talked about this. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? No longer. Every now and then I get some whack job that tells me I'm an idiot for storing silver. And it's the same with cryptos. I think it's something new, and people are a little leery about it. And I do respect those people who might not be ready for cryptos yet. You need to check out Cope Reynolds in the White Mountains, self-defense using guns. Cope Reynolds, never heard of him. Alan Miller, I like cooking videos with real people like you, not Barbie Playhouse cooking shows. Thank you so much. I am far from the Barbie look-in doll. I don't think I can even be a Ken doll. Show us how to make bread from what you said. Yeah. So, all right, I'm going to try to do that. Blue Man, you're welcome. I try to read every comment here, because I think I'm going to get back to that bread video request. But it's important that I read every comment and respond to every comment. You know why? People like you, Ray S., all of you folks, Tom Elms, Naomi, Your time is important. You all work really hard. And sitting here on my channel is taking up some of your valuable time. And some of your most valuable assets that you own is free time. And you're actually spending that on me right now. And that's why I always try to address every comment, or at least one of your many comments, but I also try in my videos to reply. Even if it's a simple thank you, it lets you know that your most valuable asset, time, what you spent on me, was well worth it. Thank you so much. As far as the bread videos, getting back to that, yeah, so I got a manual wheat grinder, not electric, in case the power does go out and it should hit the fan. It's by Country Mill Wheat Grinder. Just check that out. It's a beautiful piece of equipment. Will last generations. You will be passing this down to your children, and your children will be passing it down to their children. That and more than 300 pounds of red wheat berries. I'll grind them one day and I will make a loaf of bread. We never die. Our sole goal is to the next realm, up or down. I agree. Why copper, blue man? I have blue. I'm sorry, Dr. Prepper. Dr. Prepper, I have a future promise of wealth and future payments, which I do not hold or own. 2 pensions and SSI. Metals on sale. That's right. Silver has dropped. What is it, 14 and change now at my last? It is me. It is me. Relax. It's just my dog. He so much as hears anything out there. Platinum and palladium are industrial metals only, not monetary metals like gold and silver. I agree. A lot of people always ask me, what about platinum? I just don't care for it. Same with copper. I just don't care to stack it. Just not. How long have you been streaming? Just got in. Well, Shelby, I've been on for exactly 32 minutes, 28, 29, 30, 31. Should I keep going? About a half an hour. A little longer than a half an hour. Yeah, I keep a silver maple leaf in my water reservoir to keep it clean. Good question. 3 9s. Don't get weak with low precious metal prices. That's right. Buy. Buy some of this. I love stacking silver. And another precious metal everybody should be looking at is lead. Stack lead. Lots of lead. Yeah, the 7 good years and 7 bad ones. And so even God says, you know, he wants you to rely on him, but he wants you to put some effort into it. He doesn't want you to sit on your... He doesn't like lazy people. Yeah, the 7-year famine. That's right. That's right. 5 huggy in the house. Taking your advice, double stacking yesterday while it's knocked down. That's what I would do. Load the boat if you can. Load the boat. I just spent $17 today on silver and got 10 gram bar and another gram silver. 5 ounces of copper. Not into the copper. I would like to see fried chicken rice video. Oh, no, you would like to see a fried chicken rice video. Jeff Donner, right? I don't like cryptos. I do not think it's a good idea. Well, a lot of people, and I'm not arguing with you, Wooshman, but a lot of people didn't think silver was a great idea either about 5 years ago. They really didn't. Making bread, dough, and cheese while stacking silver. Dollar is fiat of the rich. Crypto is fiat of the poor. Okay. Copper's not worth stacking. I agree. It's just not worth it. You have to get so much of a volume in order to get any value or anything. Girl OG, 40 ounces silver, 1 ounce of gold on the way. I'm just reading some of the comments here. Hi, Puget Sound. Puget. Will the bankers ever pay for their crimes after shit hit the fan? Not in the way you would like to see them pay for their crimes. I don't think the elite will ever pay for their crimes. Not on this planet. They won't. Shield yourself with metals. My copper are pre-82 pennies. Again, it's just copper. I mean, to have any... How many pennies would you need just to get 1 ounce? Think of the room that takes. How many pennies would it take to get 20 ounces? Think of the room it takes in your safe. You might as well just go for this, in my opinion. It just, in my opinion. What's the difference between investing in Bitcoin or Amazon stock? I prefer Amazon stock. I'm not a stock expert, nor am I a Bitcoin expert, so I don't want to even touch that. Give the dog a bone. Can you show feet? Huh? Do you have a Doberman? Show the dog, please. Well, I already showed the dog. He's a mini schnauzer. He's a nice doggy. I'm just trying to go through some of the comments here. 3 9s. Thank you so much. $4.99 super chatted to me. Thank you so much. And I appreciate the fact that I was able to get you to start stacking in December 2017. Colloidal is easy to make. That's correct. You get a cheap bar, colloidal silver. Just get a cheap bar, any bar, throw it in a cup of, what's that water called? It's, get in the supermarket, not spring water, but the one without the minerals. And you throw an electrical current through the bar, and you'll slowly make colloidal silver. And what's good about it is it does not ruin the bar that you're making the colloidal silver from. There are plenty of videos on YouTube how to make colloidal silver. What is colloidal silver? It is it's a phenomenal antibiotic. Many people have been talking about its benefits for many, many years. Something that the elite do not want you to know about. Take a look at it, colloidal silver here on YouTube. I don't make any money off of it, but there are other websites that will tell you how to make it. Distilled, exactly. I meant to say distilled water or deionized water. Actually, you can buy colloidal silver kits to make your own colloidal silver also. But I think it's just a couple of silver rods and a battery pack, I think, is all it is. And if you look at the comments, you folks who think I'm crazy about colloidal silver, look at all the people in the chat window that says colloidal silver. They're giving it a thumbs up. Yeah, people have turned blue from it, from overdoing it. Everything has a prescribed dosage. Everything. And if you abuse it, so here's a great question. Why do Americans always need guns to protect themselves? We experience that we do not need to kill each other. W should hit the fan. We in Germany help each other and try to stay together. Well, guns here are it's a check and balance, basically, sir. It really is. It protects us from a tyrant government, but we can also use it to hunt with. It's checks and balances. Why do multiple countries need nukes when they never... It's to keep each other in check. Guns don't kill people. I don't know what you hear about guns in Germany. Guns don't kill people. Never has a gun killed a person. Never. You know, there's times I'll actually leave my safe open and I'll kind of sneak a peek around the corner of my bedroom, you know, where the safe is, to see if any guns crawl out. I never, in my 56 years of living on this planet, never seen a gun crawl out of the safe and go and shoot somebody. Never. I use colored silver to make my male weed. Okay. Yeah, cryptos cannot be confiscated. And I wish Bitcoin Bo was here to chime in. Cryptos cannot be confiscated because everybody owns a little bit of that that chain block code. Everybody owns just a little bit of it. And you know, again, I have some crypto links in the description of the video. If anybody wants to help the channel out, I appreciate it. Soviets killed 80 million people after Bolshevik Revolution in 1917, where the citizens were disarmed. It's better to have a gun and not need one. Chris Clanton, thank you for stopping by. Mr. Monkey Swag, thank you for stopping by. But Chris, you make a good point. It's better to have a gun and not need one. Think about this. When seconds count, the police are minutes away. Somebody can kick in that door right now. All I got to do is reach down and defend myself. But if I don't, police are minutes away. Mass for 20 lie. I don't know what you mean by that. William Hughes in the house. Everybody say hello to William. Thank you for stopping by. That's right. And I don't mean to be disrespectful to any father or mother. You sit and watch your child get raped or beat up. You want to call the police and wait a couple of minutes. You do it. Tell you what, again, I'll say this, when seconds count, police are minutes away, at best. Mr. Olfang, you're correct. Where guns have been banned, bladed weapons, crimes are up. Did you know in the UK, in the cities, they've actually banned carrying knives now? That is a true statement. Crimes with knives are up. So eliminating guns does not eliminate violent crimes. Eliminating guns just eliminates gun crime. It does not, and the news is very famous for misleading people. Eliminating guns just eliminates gun crime. The other weapons of choice, the crimes there increase because people will always they'll always go for the nearest tool that they can. It's just a fact. Eliminating guns does not eliminate crime. Never has. People just reach for a different weapon. That's all it is. If silver hit 200, would I sell? I probably would. And I'll tell you why. I'd buy my boat, and I live on my boat rent-free. So yeah, I think $200 is that line where I'd say, okay, we're taking it, we're selling it. But when I sold it, you can bet damn well every nickel, every penny of my debt will be paid off. Because it won't work if you have debt. Are you staking any NEO? No. Someone told me, Slick Rick, that I should. Like I said, I haven't purchased any NEO yet. you know, obviously if somebody wanted to donate a little bit of NEO, I would, but I don't have anything yet but a couple of DIGIBYTEs. Trezor, what is that? There's another one that starts with a T. Someone's telling me it's 8 cents now. And they said it has the capacity of going up to $1,000. Yeah, Ken Locke, you're right. Cashless society, but think about it. Regardless of whether I want it or not, it's coming. And you might as well get in on it when it's early and make some money out of it. You're going to get it whether you're going to have to use it whether you want it or not. Might as well adopt it early, make some money, and then maybe get out of the entire system. Maybe buy your yacht and live on it or something like that. Pay off your home so you don't have to rely on the cashless society or whatnot. An armed society, Chris Clanton, is a polite society. You are correct. And yeah, I can always sell that silver, by the way, at 200, but rebuy that same amount when the price drops again, and have a little pocket money. Ken Lotz, best hedge against cashless society is Bitcoin. You are your own bank. Yeah, but every time I talk about cryptos, Mr. Ken, people beat me up. I mean, Mr. Floyd, people really beat me up. Coinbase will maybe get NEO. Thea, that's the one. That's the one. John Flynn, you have a knack for reading my mind. When that gentleman asked if I had any NEO, and I said no. And I said, but there's another one. And I meant to say Thea. It's 8 cents now, give or take. Imagine buying something 8 cents. You buy 80 cents worth, you got 10. And imagine it does do what they predict. Reaches $1,000. Can you imagine that? Now imagine investing instead of 80 cents, imagining investing $10 or $20 or $100. People lose more in Vegas than that. Would I sell if the ratio fell 30 to 1? Well, when you say fell, does that mean silver fell? Or does that mean gold fell? I'm sorry, not silver. When you say 30 to 1, what fell? Gold, or did silver rise in price to close the gap? Because if gold fell, then no, it's not worth me buying. But if silver raised in value and closed the ratio gap to 30 to 1, then perhaps yes. That's right, Michael. It was Thea. Theta. I'm thinking I'm pronouncing it right. Yeah, Chicago has the toughest gun laws in the United States and the highest crime. And all these anti-gun nuts, I always tell them, okay, you don't believe in an armed society. Prove it. You create a sign and put it in front of your house in the lawn. A sign in the lawn. This house is a gun-free zone. Do it. And they'll all go, oh, no, 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 no. You can tell the hypocrites because they won't do it. Put a sign in your freaking front yard that says, this house is a gun-free zone. And then you, your wife, and your children sleep tight. They won't. Because they know an armed society is a polite society. And they know, matter of fact, they believe the government will protect them. Again, even if the government does protect them, they're minutes away when your door gets kicked in. It's just my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. DIGIBYTE in the house. Thank you so much, Zaggy. Bitcoin guy in the house. Best website in the house. A lot of new people here. Bostos, Puss. Here in Poland, Stalin took guns away from the people. In Germany, Hitler, I think, did. He says something about having guns. It says something about having guns. Yeah, and that's why they don't want to teach history to our children in the schools. They don't want to teach what happens to a society after it's disarmed. They call it history. They don't want to teach it no more. Silver is 14.63 right now. It's time to stack up, folks. It really is time to buy some silver. If anybody here in this room doesn't have a couple of ounces of silver, folks, buy a few. Just buy a few. Carmen Del Creek in the house. Buy gold. I agree. Gold is a little beyond my economic means right now, especially after getting out of the hospital. I have some medical bills coming in, and it's amazing the bills that are coming in that my so-called great insurance claimed they were going to pay. You know, oh, buy our insurance. Oh man, we're a lifesaver. And then, oh, we don't pay that. Oh yeah, we don't pay that. Oh no, we don't pay that. Oh, the moon is at an equinox at 11 o'clock. We don't pay for that. You know, it's like so much. I mean, every day, every year, we get less and less for our insurance. And it's just amazing that the bills that are coming in. Bills that, I don't even want to get into it. I bought stock for 30 cents a share. I still hold at $35 a share. It also happens to be a great company. Yeah, I'll interview Mikey in the future. I'll interview people. You know, right now I'm trying to build my channel too, and a lot of people want me to interview them. And right now, though, I'm trying to build something here on this channel. I'm trying to create a good silver and prepping channel. And I mean, in order for me to interview people, there needs to be a co-opportunity in it. It just can't benefit one person right now. I know it sounds harsh, but building a YouTube channel, as many of you folks who have a YouTube channel, it's a business. It really is. And you got to concentrate on yourself and not be over zealous. You can't get, you can't have delusions of grandeur that you're the best, and then start interviewing people like you know it all. Try to build yourself up. Try to build your knowledge up here, and then if somebody wants to interview you, that's fine. But right now, I don't want to interview other people at this point in time. I'm just trying to learn myself. You know, I'm not going to get out there and pretend I know it all interviewing somebody. I think sitting down now and having a man-to-man or man-to-woman conversation is different. I would be up for that, just a conversation. But as far as interviews right now, I wouldn't feel too comfortable. My yard sign says, "Forget the dog, beware the owner." That's right. No one will put that sign up that says this is a gun-free zone in front of their house. They won't. Absolutely will not. Yes, I was in the military, Plata. Ex-Army here. Well, the FDIC, that insurance that insures people's loss in the bank, a lot of people don't understand what the FDIC is. The FDIC, the insurance that protects your bank deposits, does not insure every dollar in the banking system. There is a pot of money in the FDIC. It only covers up to a certain amount, a certain percentage of deposits in the bank. It's actually quite small, very small, the percentage of what it covers. And it's basically insurance. And if your bank went under, the FDIC isn't going to cover 100% of your losses. What it does is it spreads itself out to all the people's losses. And the FDIC will not cover even 5% of all banking deposits. Not even 5%. It's bullshit. You have to pay for a hospital in 2018. That's the only positive thing here in Canada. Well, somebody pays for it in Canada, doesn't it? LebNAZ. Doesn't somebody pay for the insurance in Canada? Everybody's always telling me our insurance is free here. It's free here. Every time I mention the word insurance, everybody says, well, the United States sucks because it's free here. No, sir. You might not be paying into the Canadian insurance. The people on welfare might not be paying into the medical insurance here in the United States. But I can tell you right now, somebody is paying those doctors. Somebody is paying for that medical equipment. Somebody is paying for the hospital and the real estate that it's upon. Nothing is free, including your medical in the country of Canada. So I don't want to hear that it's free there. You might not be paying anything, but somebody is. And they're paying very dearly. Metal detecting in my mom's. You know, Ray Finkel, one of these days, my wife and I talked about it. And unfortunately, a decent metal detector starts at about $450. My wife and I would love to get metal detectors and just, you know, and just chill out and walk up and down the beaches. But yeah, Mikey, again, you know, I wouldn't mind sitting shooting the bull and recording it, but then there's the logistics, who has the rights to the video and whatnot. I know you're a new channel. I'll give you a shout out right now. But right now, you and I are on the same page. We're in the same phase of our YouTube channels. We're you know, and I just don't want anybody to misinterpret. I'm trying to say this correctly. I just don't want anybody to think I'm having delusions of grandeur, like I'm that, because I am not all that. When I reach 20 grand, when I get a little more knowledge, because I'm not I'm not an investment kind of guy. There's a lot of stuff I don't know, and I'm just trying to learn right now. And that's part of this channel, is learning and whatnot. And to sit right now in my infant stages and to think I should be interviewing people right now, for me, it would be a little scary. That's all it is. I would just be a little bit scared to interview somebody and accidentally make them look like an idiot, or accidentally make myself look like an idiot and lose respect. It's coming, though. That's right. Only the rich people, the FDIC will be, it's kind of a limited, it's an insurance fund. The FDIC does not cover 100% of your savings. Although when you read the window, the doorway, when this bank is covered by the FDIC, you would think, oh, yeah, shit, my money's safe here. No, it's not. FDIC is only a limited pot of money that in the state of a financial emergency, if the FDIC is needed, will then be spread out among the people. And literally, everybody would probably get about 3 to 5% of their money back. Tom Elms, Tucson in the house. Thank you. Yeah, Chris Clanton, no free lunch. Yet many countries brag that their shit is free. Oh, here in Sweden, the medical industry is free. Somebody pays for that bandage. Thoughts on Perth Mint? I don't own any Perth Mint, but they are some of the prettiest coins. But they're also slightly more expensive. If you're willing to pay for the Perth Mint coins, some of those dragon coins and stuff like that are phenomenal. Johnny Sigma, Perth Mint all the way, if you can afford them. Pristine Green, it's pulled out of their yearly income. So yeah, they pay for it. Yes, FDIC has a cap. If you don't work, it is cover. I don't know what that means. 33 million in Canada, most live on the coasts. I wish I bought precious metal when I was younger. 22, still 22, never too late. Yeah, I wish, Slick Rick, really wish I would have. I'm 56 years old, and I only woke up, 2008. I was one of the zombies in 2008. Didn't prep, didn't stack silver, didn't even know what stacking silver was. So yeah, so what is that? I was 47, 48 years old. That's pretty late in life to wake up from the Matrix, wouldn't you say? So yeah, I woke from the Matrix in my late 40s, mid 40s. I really wish somebody would have smacked me on the back of my head and taught me something in my mid 20s, in my early 20s. And Mikey, that's pretty much the reason why I do these videos. I want to be that guy that smacks that young kid in the head and says, wake up, man. That's what I want. That's what I'm trying to achieve right now. And I can tell by listening to your videos, we're on the same path. We're on the same path. Seeing all your stacks motivate me. Yeah, I only show a little bit each day, each time. There's a silver eagle right here for all you Canadians that don't know what that might be. I'm just joking. I'm being facetious. Obviously, you do know what it is. My favorite bar. Look at that. Look how thick that thing is. So, I love my silver. Only have 1,000 ounces and I'm 34. Well, you're doing better than I at 34. I just got a 2010 Eagle in the mail today. Brooklyn celluloid. Awesome job, dude. .999 squad from Tucson, Arizona. Currently up in the White Mountains. Thank you, Saurita, being in the house. That's Robert Lichtenberg. Why do people say that the government will confiscate silver? How will they know you even have it? It's a good point, Delta Troska. I don't believe they'll ever confiscate it. And there's a bit of a misnomer. They always say, oh, well, in the 30s they confiscated gold. No, they didn't confiscate nothing. They asked the people to turn in gold. And because people were more of a patriot back then, what was it, the 20s or the 30s? I don't even remember the exact date. People were more of a patriot back then. They wanted to help their government. They had faith in their government, and they turned in the gold upon their own cognizances. They turned in their old gold. It was never confiscated. Little did they know they were being suckered. My advice is they call for another gold. People to turn in the gold? Don't. Because shortly after the people turn in the gold prices shoot up tenfold. Just like they did back when they supposedly confiscated gold. Vetcoin. I told everyone in here yesterday to buy. Mooned up 32%. So that coin is 32%, 32.97. 30, all right, we'll just say 33%. Amazing. It was illegal to own gold in 1933. Sure. Half my weapons are illegal. I'm still here talking to you. But after the gold shot up, when they declared it illegal, gold shot up, and then they allowed the people to have gold again. Remember that? Then they allowed the people to have gold again. But the people were patriots back then. They were fighting in the war effort. It was for the war effort. None of it went to the war. It went to the bankers. I'm with you, Slick Rick. I will never turn in my gold. I really don't care. I won't turn in my silver. I won't turn in my firearms. I just won't. Love the t-shirt. 5Huggy, 5Huggy. Thank you so much. I'm going to solidify plans to get some t-shirts marketed. Pretty much just sell them at cost. I'll make a couple of bucks, but I'll just pretty much sell them at cost. Dr. Pepper, me neither. Government paid $28 an ounce and repriced the new gold standard at $36. Tom Elms, you got a good memory. Never volunteer information. Drink a twisted tea. It's illegal to jaywalk too. That's right. I mean, the fact of the matter is, they make a lot of laws that say it's illegal. It's illegal. Do you think they're obeying the lawmakers? Do you think they're obeying all the laws that they're oppressing us with? Do you really think they obey any of the laws? Those laws are to keep people in check, to keep them in balance. Those laws are not to protect us from ourselves. They're to protect them from us, the lawmakers from us. What should my first silver purchase? How do you feel about a 10-ounce starter kit? I've never seen the starter kit, but when you average out the price, I'm hoping it's to where the spot price is now, about $14.60. Plus a little premium, maybe average out maybe $16 an ounce for your 10-ounce kit. And I think you got a good deal. Depends also where you're buying it from. I don't know where you're getting it from. No, JP Morgan ain't obeying any laws. Are you kidding me? Those laws are to keep people in check. Again, I'll say it. You know how many times JP Morgan has violated the Antitrust Act? Chase violating the same acts? They don't get arrested. They don't get shut down. They make billions and they get fined millions. Imagine that. What a beautiful business model. If I can make $1 billion and only have to pay $1 million in fines and never have to admit guilt, what a beautiful business model. Knowing that they can do any crime they want and just pay a fine. And the fine is always a fraction of what they profited. What beauty. Chris Clanton says, yeah, get the starter kit from Provident or JM Bullion or SD Bullion. Yeah, so if you get it from a reputable company, I'm gonna side with Chris. Yes, get your starter kit. Those companies are not going to rip you off. Rolly 9992 here in South Africa. Gold is illegal unless you have a permit. But I guess guns are too. Imagine that. You have to have a permit to own something that can be dug up from the dirt, metaphorically speaking. Imagine the audacity of that government. I look like your dad. Your dad must be one ugly mother. I'm just teasing. Thank you so much. Read, listen, Paul Craig Roberts every day. Really learn what's going on. Bank of America also. Yeah, Bank of America, Chase. JP Morgan is Chase. Yeah, I misspoke earlier. Bank of America, Chase, and Wells Fargo. You know, Wells Fargo is caught opening up accounts for people without their permission, then sending them a fee a bill in the mail that your account is under deposited. I guess certain accounts you have to have a minimum of $50 or whatever that account is. They would then send them a bill. Hey, your account is underfunded. Here is a fine, and please get your account up to good standings. Imagine that. They were busted for it. Thousands of accounts they created out of thin air and then fined the people for not managing their accounts properly. Imagine that. And all they did was pay a little fine. Nobody went to jail. Think I'm lying? Search the internet. Wells Fargo. Thanks for all the insightful videos. We all learn from each other. Absolutely, Big Red. And that's, I guess, what I was trying to say earlier. Big Red. Some of my subscribers, some of them are actually have more insight than I do. I will not hide that fact. Smarter than I do. The only difference between them and myself is they just don't want to do videos. So I don't want to sit here with delusions of grandeur like, I learned from a lot of comments here. I really do. And enjoy the ice, Ray. We are slaves in the UK. That's right. Slavery never ended, buddy. Delta Rosca. Slavery never ended. It was perfected. You remember that. We all have knowledge to share. I agree. And anybody who thinks they're filled with knowledge or cannot learn anymore is a fool. And you just part ways with that person. Even if you don't have to agree with that person, but listen to them. And who knows, you might find that they're telling the truth. I might find one day that cryptos was my biggest mistake. As I sit here now, I don't believe it is. I believe it's the wave of the future, and you might as well make money on its way up instead of getting in on it once it's all the way up. Hit the like button, people. I really would appreciate it. Thank you, Tom Elms. Hit the like button, and I'll repeat myself. Next to the subscribe button, there's a little bell icon. Anytime you're on YouTube and I come on, it'll alert you saying, hey, I came on. Or I uploaded a video, it'll warn you. So one of my friends was arrested for having gold. That's pretty amazing. That is pretty amazing. Want to bet that gold was confiscated by the arresting police officer and put in his pocket? So would you say that police officer is obeying the rule or utilizing the rule of law to profit? That's what laws are made for. To keep you down while somebody else profits. Imagine that. It's illegal for you to cheat in the stock market, insider trading. But many people do not know this. It is perfectly legal for a government. I need to watch my words here because I can get banned. People in Congress, people of government, it's legal for them for insider trading because the judges claim, well, you're getting the information anyway and you have the right to buy stocks and bonds. So we might as well make it legal. Imagine that. Illegal for you and I for insider trading. Remember, Martha Stewart went to prison for that, but it's legal for them. Who benefited from that law? Not me, they. Guns, don't be afraid to prod in your knowledge. They also foreclose on people's homes, Wells Fargo. Yeah, so I guess I'm not crazy. We need a guillotine at top steps of the Capitol building. No, I have not checked the Golden State Mint mine yet, Anthony. Yes, Annette, they called it a glitch when all those accounts were created. There's one glitch. Then the bills were created and then mailed out. There was another glitch. And then when the people panicked and paid the penalty for not having enough money in the accounts, there was another glitch receiving those payments. But it was just a glitch. Glitches are not by accident. Glitches are they're not multi-tiered operations. Create an account, send out bills for the account, receive the payments for the fees, and put them in the banker's wallets. It's not a glitch. Watch out for what you wish for. Governments are stockpiling guillotines in FEMA camps. I ain't going to FEMA. How are you doing? I just saw you were in the hospital. Yes, I was in the hospital. I had a heart problem. I'm out now. Can you hear the thunder? I'm doing better. And I'm hoping in about another week I'll be going back to work. These live videos will probably end, and I'll go back to my standard recorded videos. What should I get? Junk silver or 995? I always prefer the pure silver. I mean, if junk silver falls in my lap, I'll get it, but I won't go out of my way to buy it. I mean, if I'm at a bank and I'm making a deposit, I'll always look at the tray with the coins in it, and if I see something, I'll say I'll buy that one. And I've done that. I've seen a quarter, pre-65 quarter laying on the side, and I'll say I want that. And they have to sell it to you. A lot of times they'll put it to the side and they'll try to buy it themselves after their shift ends. They got to sell it to you. And I've done that a couple of times. Yeah, that's thunder. It's getting ready to... Live video is so cool. Dr. M in the house. Bo Cal Lex 23 in the house. Be self-reliant, not a slave. Think. What part of the country are you in? I am in Arizona. I am in Arizona, folks. Well, I'm going to do about 5 more minutes of this video. Again, if you folks would like to support this channel, there's options below in the video descriptions of all my videos. I really would appreciate it. It goes towards replacing broken cameras and whatnot. I will be getting the t-shirts ready. And until then, I dislike live streams, but thanks. I don't watch them. Well, you're here in this room, Buick Invicta. You dislike live streams, but thanks. I don't watch them. Yeah, that junk silver is going to be worth a lot of money someday, but still, pound per pound, I think, Buick, I apologize. He says, I like you and promote you, but not, but I think Buick, I think what he's mentioning is other live streams. He doesn't care for other live streams and their formats. Hey, speaking of Dr. Oz, William, has anybody watched the movie or the YouTube video, The Secret of Oz? I gave that to all you for homework, man. The Secret of Oz. You got to watch that movie. It will blow your freaking mind. Now, I will admit, the first half is boring, but extremely necessary for understanding the second half. For you folks who do not know why I stack silver and gold, why I hold several firearms and enough ammo in all of them, why I stock food up, you must watch The Secret of Oz. Not only that, recommend it to somebody else. Do I start a Pink Floyd record at the very beginning? Hell no. I like Pink Floyd. I used to love the Animals. What was that album? Animals? Dark Side of the Moon was okay, but everybody was playing Dark Side of the Moon. And it was like, okay, I'm dark side of the mooned out. And so I started getting into like animals. I forgot some of the other albums. But yeah. Hello from Wisconsin. Just joined. Thanks for your tips. Better health to you. Well, thank you so much. MS Mom 1994. I'm feeling a lot better now that I'm out of the hospital. I'm still on the road to recovery. I have my next doctor's appointment sometime next week where I'm hoping he will give me permission to return to work. Once I've got the permission to return to work, I will then ask him if I'm allowed to get back into the gym and start pumping some iron again. I needs to work out the guns, if you know what I mean. And right now he says nothing that's going to strain my heart. He even says don't lift anything more than 20 pounds. The other day, I went to help my wife with some groceries. My wife had to remind me not to lift anything more than 20 pounds. What was it we need to watch? Pristine Green. You need to watch The Secret of Oz. Now, I always say this disclaimer to everybody. The first half is boring, but fundamental, necessary to understand the scary part, and that is the second half. Once you watch that, you will understand what money is not. You will understand what a vampire system, the monetary system, is. The Secret of Oz. Muscle through it. Toughen up. Watch the first half and the second half in its entirety. I know there's YouTube streams out there that have the entire video in one shot, one video. But you must get muscle through that first half. My wife, she found it amazing. A lot of people complained to me that they couldn't even get past the first half. It was too boring. It was too. They said it was like being in a college classroom. Yes, this college classroom is about the invention of money and why it was invented. But then how that system was turned against us. The Secret of Oz, folks. You will understand why you should be stacking silver and gold. You will understand why that system is not for the people. Bill Still channel, that's right, Bitcoin guy. It's Bill Still video, but that's on a bunch of other videos as well. I mean, a bunch of other YouTube channels. Bill Still. Blue collar, gold pockets. If you sync up Wizard of Oz and Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon, it has some cool timing. Yeah, but I wasn't talking about the Wizard of Oz. I'm talking about the Secret of Oz. Two different movies, in case anybody's thinking I'm crazy. It taking away guns doesn't work. Explain Australia. I don't live in Australia. You explain Australia to me, Raleigh. How's your knife crime? How's knives doing in Australia? How's crime in general? If you want to give up your guns, you give them up. I can't beat you up for it. I can't, I can't, I'm not going to judge your lifestyle, but don't judge mine. I want to stack guns. I want to have the right to defend myself. Tibets. Thank you for being in the house. Dr. M for being in the house. Illimited knowledge. Boy, I can't read today. The more money they print, the more debt they are creating. Actually, that is a correct statement. Less guns never work. More guns, less crime. Think about that. They wanted nuclear weapons not to fire at each other, but to hold each other in check. It's the same thing with guns. Well, Hello all, Yale man, guns protect from complete tyranny. Take a look at the Swiss. They have lots of guns. Yeah. Anyway, folks, I'm going to call it a day. I need to take a nap. I'm getting exhausted. My mind is going to sleep. I appreciate it if when this video does post, because right now it's live, it actually hasn't posted. Make a comment on it. Christy Castro Jun, thank you so much for stopping by. Unfortunately, I'm signing off right now. It's refreshing to hear you mention the importance of prepping. Thanks for the informative channel. I double stacked silver. Thanks. Anyway, folks, you have a great day. Time to get a nap. Time to get a nap in. Take care. God bless you too, Dr. M. Bitcoin guy will do.